Yo, 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 what's good? Thank you for coming to the House of B.A.r.f. I'm Chanman, and before we get started, I would just like to emphasize that the content that we share on House of B.A.r.f. is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors, and the information provided should not be considered as professional financial advice. Investing and financial decisions involve risk. It is crucial to do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any financial choices. The opinions expressed on House of B.A.r.f. are of our own and do not reflect the views of any organizations that we may be affiliated with. Please remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, and the financial landscape can change rapidly. Always conduct thorough due diligence and seek financial advice from a financial advisor tailored to your personal needs and circumstances. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the host and in the future, if we have any guests, are not responsible for any financial decisions you make as a result of the information presented on House of B.A.r.f. Now let's dive into today's episode. Yo, 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 what's good? Chairman House of B.A.r.f. All right, back at it, like a crack at it. Approximately 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me go take a look. Asians.
Huge rally in basic resources up.
This is CNBC USA.
All the attention this morning is real estate up 5.8%. No surprise there, Frank. We're seeing a huge rally in bond yields. We have 10-year bonds around 12 basis.
All right, well, just start off. Good morning. Thank you so much to everybody who stopped by. Kick it with your mans. I appreciate it. All right, let me go ahead. I've been kind of watching the USD JPY. This thing shot down like 8 p.m. around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. yesterday. Let me see. What time was it? It was about 2. Oh, gosh, yeah, don't remind me. About 2 p.m. yesterday. Gosh, darn it. I can't believe even how I missed it. Let me see. Yeah, gosh. Did all that research for nothing. But was just watching it, and right now I believe in my consolidation stage. Right now I'm looking at my 9-day, whatever, exponential moving average, and my 20-day exponential moving average. And right now my 9-day is, it was touching the 20-day, and now it's going over the 20-day. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Maybe I might be able to go ahead and put in a bullish position. I'm still sick about that yesterday. Just like, oh my gosh, you do the research and you don't take it. But looks like my TTM squeeze is like, red dotting out, basically just consolidating. So what I'm going to go ahead and say is that this, let me see, I'm looking at the 5-day. I'm about to look at the 180-day real quick. Just, look at the chart. Looks like on 180 days still has room to go down. But let me go ahead and go down to the 5-minute. The 5-minute looks like consolidation. All right, here we go. I got to get this trade in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my broker. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to do a market order. I'm not going to do a limit order right now. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in real quick. Take profit, 100. I don't even know if I'm doing 100 pips, but we'll do a stop loss of 50 pips. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that right now. All right, so we're good. We're in at, this is USD JPY. Long at 141.73. Just shot up. I'm up 0.8 pips right now. Goodness gracious. This is crazy. I've never seen my pips change like that. Normally my pips are in the negative. The spread right now is 0.006. So again, I set my commission and fees at commissions and fees low spreads. It's something that you can set on your, I guess, with the broker I'm using. You basically have the option of no commissions and fees, wide spreads, low spreads, commissions and fees. So I said, I'll just pay the commission and fees. I want low spreads just in case I get in a situation in the future where I'm like, oh, we got to market order that. And I do not feel like playing around with pressing market order and then getting some number that I'm like, what in the world? Where did that come from? Because again, market orders, I mean, don't quote me. If I had to say, here, let me get the definition real quick, so that we don't, let me see. What is the definition of a market order in stocks? I guess it doesn't really matter.
According to Charles Schwab, a market order is an order to buy or sell a stock at the market's current best available price. A market order typically ensures an execution, but it doesn't guarantee a specified price.
Okay, I like the way that was Schwab. I like the way they described. They said that that's basically what it is. The current best available price. That's what you get. You want to execute this order as soon as possible. You get the current best available price. So with a market order, it's in. I'm not sure exactly. I don't. Oh shit. This joint dropped. But we'll go ahead and get ready to put in a hedge. In a second. Let me let this thing just move just a little bit more. Let it do what it do. Let me see which way it goes. And then here, let me go to my 15 minute. I'm on my 5 minute. I'm going to my 15 minute just to see what 15 minute does. Still consolidating. Yeah, still consolidating. But the 9-day moving average, it's coming back down, but it's going back up. It's over my 20-day exponential moving average, and that's what I want to see. It consolidated around here. Let me see what time it consolidated. Basically, where the 9-day and the 20-day were together. What chart is this? See, I have different charts. I was looking at this guy on YouTube. I forgot who I would love to give him credit. Let me see if I can find him real quick. If I can find him just ASAP. I was looking at this guy, and this guy had he uses like 3-4 different charts for different reasons. And let me see. I think it's called My 2023 Charting. My 2023 charts. Let me see. No. Sorry, if I could do this real quick. I really do just do this stuff on the whim. 2023 charts. See if I can find them real quick. Oh man. Let's see. Oh man, I got other people are on my YouTube, so it's all crazy. Let me see. Let me do. I can hurry up. All right. I believe I found him. His name is Brandon Trades. Let me see.
So this is basically going to be my day trading chart right here. The only thing I do is break this down to a 5-minute and then break this down to a 10-minute. If you want to add a time frame, just click customize list, add time frame, intraday, and then you could do like a 10-day, 10-minute time frame. And then all you need to do is click add and apply. So now once you have that 10-day, 10-minute, and this is basically the screen that I use for all of my day trading, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. If you guys would like to know more about these exponential moving averages, I'm going to leave a few videos down in the description for you guys to use. But this is going to be your day trading setup. So again, all you're going to do, show actions menu, detach, and then it's going to open up in its own window right here. So now that you have that done, you can go back, turn off the level 2 on this one right here, and then we're going to set up 2 more charts. So again, we're going to go to customize list, we're going to delete. So now what we're going to do is we are going to set up one of my swing trading charts that I like to use.
So yeah, and this was something I never really used before. I said, oh crap, the phone's about to die. No. The recordings do not save. The recordings don't save if your phone dies, and I can't remember anything and everything that I said. All right, cool. So it was Brandon Trades. So I'm using a chart that I'm like, this is not the chart I want to use. Let me see real quick. All right, let me go back because this doesn't have my EMA on it. Looking for my where's another chart? All right, let me. Okay. Here's the one with my EMA. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So, yep, the 9 is moving away from the 20. Let me see. Where's my my VWAP? The um I don't know. The price is moving above the VWAP. The RSI is indicating sold territory. Bot. What is it? Bot territory. I'm sorry. CCI. Same. I could really get rid of one of these, but I just like watching them both. Um, this is the 5 minute chart. Let me go to the 15. Okay. Okay. The MACD is indicating a convergence, basically or it's going to bot territory. Essentially, the price is moving from away from the moving average. So I think we got, goodness, but it's dropping. But it's cool. Let me look at the 30 minute. Okay. Yeah. I think we're okay. Now, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the British pound. My bad. Wrong one. Okay. All right, same difference. It's actually doing the same exact thing. All right, cool. This is where we are. Um, I should have hedged it when I was up 10 cents. It shot up. I should have hedged it then. I didn't. I waited. Stop loss 50 pips. Um, I'm 46 pips away from stop loss. I think we're okay. Let me see if is there somewhere where I want to take the profit just in case it eats up that huge loss that it what was I? How did I miss that? How did I freaking miss that? All right, got to leave things in the past. That's one thing I try to do. Look, it happened. It happened. Learn from your mistakes. Mistakes help us grow. You know. And now we're gonna go to the economic calendar. It's not gonna be as good as the news from yesterday. Come on, really. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and take a look. It's December 14th. We're about 11 days away from the big day. Um, okay, we got initial jobs claims. We got import price index. This is all happening around 8:30. Then we got 10 a.m. We got business inventories. So, um, I want to know the next time Jerome talks. Jerome Powell. Whew, gosh. It's probably going to be like 3 weeks from now. Let me see. Do they? I don't even know if they go out that far. Excuse me. Okay. Regardless, moving on. Moving right along. We're moving right along. All right, we got to keep going. We can't be stuck in the past. All right, let's see. Adobe. CBNC is talking about Adobe.
In the middle of last year, where this year they had not instituted a price increase. They just instituted one with 1 month left in the quarter. So when you net out the impact of pricing and also that number organically, and that headwind will start to fade over the next couple of quarters. So there were a lot of noise, and I think the street got a little ahead of themselves in modeling that number.
All right, last but not least, Adobe said it's very focused on closing that Figma deal. Shares are up about 68% since they announced the deal. At first, the street was a little wary of it. Now people seem to be on board. But I do want to ask you, does that deal have the same significance following the emergence of AI? Because it was supposed to help them really maximize their products. But isn't that what AI is going to do?
It's a good question. It probably has less of an importance because now you have this new growth lever for the business.
Listen to this analyst named Brian Schwartz from Oppenheimer.
For Adobe, Figma is tailored. It's a best-in-class product for in-product document design. And
I would love to get some Adobe. It's coming down. It's down approximately about 6%. That'd be fantastic. Right now it's at about 586. The reason I would love Adobe is I worked in the financial industry for a few years. It was probably like 6 years, nothing too much. For 2 of those years, I was doing clerical duties. I was like, hey, Mrs. Such and such, you want me to change your address? Need to update your address, blah, 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 just clerical duties. Then I started getting into trading brokerage for a little bit, and then I did like 4 years in compliance. But one thing I realized about Adobe was this was something that we used constantly, and DocuSign. So those are 2 things I would really like to get into eventually. I'm gonna put this in my notes. the one thing is, during COVID, when I was in compliance, we had a huge issue of representatives misuse of Adobe and DocuSign. So that was just something from the client side. But let me go ahead and write Adobe, and DocSign. I would like to get into those. Those are, I should have been in those. They're too solid. I mean, in the financial industry, I mean, because seriously, like, um, it can be really tough to fly around, meet around, have people fly in, whatever it is. So you got the DocuSign and what you can do. I'm not sure if this is still legal or not, but I mean, it's not bad. But what you do is you highlight all the spots that you need your customer to signature, boom, boom, boom. Or you can even put like little tabs if you got, the hard copy or whatever, the places they need to sign. But, the DocuSign or whatnot, you send it over to them and they click, click, click. They, signature all the spots they need to, or initial all the spots they need to. They send it back. It's a beautiful process. The issue we were having was in compliance was, and don't quote me because I'm pretty sure if anybody hears this, they'll be like, "Ah, Chandler, he got fired. He doesn't know anything about compliance." I don't. I didn't come from that world. But I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. But representatives were emailing the Adobe or whatever, the PDF, to their own personal email and filling it out, because I know their frustration. But this is my thing, is where I do want to make a lot of money one day. Okay, I want to be pretty well off, but money wasn't my go-to, because the thing about the money is, partially is because you do want to be the top of your class and everything, got that. The other part of it is you got supervisors and their supervisors and their supervisors, and that person all the way at the top that's just like blah blah blah. And these people get stressed out because, why is this representative not bringing in $12 million a year? See, I could be wrong, but at a certain point, when you get in the industry, it is a huge learning curve, right? I mean, I can't stand people that say right after they make a statement, but there's a huge learning curve, and really just learning how to trade is um, your your main goal. Believe it or not, in my personal opinion, there's so many people in the industry. I'm not even lying. I don't even know what a stock is. Dead ass. Their first interaction with a financial company was some BD coming onto their college campus. This should be a really bad idea, but they need new and upcoming talent. You know what I'm saying? But they holler at these young adults, tell them, go ahead, come in. You know what I'm saying? Come in. We'll give you an opportunity. Um, they give them an opportunity. These people don't even know what a stock is. They don't know what a bond is, an ETF, a mutual fund, nothing. So at the very beginning, the goal is just to start figuring out what a position is. And it's, no offense, it's so cute when you see them starting to figure it out, and you see them talking to their customers, and they're talking about their strategies. What their strategy is, what they just learned out of their Series 7 or their Series 63 book, and they're just regurgitating everything they learned in that. And you're like, yeah, that's cute. It's general securities. It's step one. Get your thing started. Um, they stick pretty much to the strategies that they learned out of their Series 7 book. Um, but there's so many people. So that's the first thing you want to do, is start learning, like, okay, what is going on? How do I trade this? Everything. You know what I'm saying? And then let's just say they stick around and they become a pretty good trader, right? They got a strategy that they like to do. They're doing really well. I could be wrong about this, but I think after that it gets to a point where it's just your networking ability. Uh, Not saying that you can ever get complacent with with your strategy. You can never say like, hey, I'm an expert trader. Um, um, you know, uh, I'm good with my strategy. You can never get. I would say you can never get complacent. That's why it really does bother me when I see somebody who's complacent with their trading strategy. They're like, "This is my trading strategy. I'm sticking to it," which is fantastic. I'm not saying don't stick to your strategy because even to an extent, I'm sticking to mine. I can tell you, one of my strategies right now, covered calls, for multiple different reasons. One is my eligibility; it's really the only thing I can do. For another thing, it's just a strategy that I enjoy doing. It's an easy strategy right now. Um, but I will admit, I do have a few other that I'm using as well. Real quick. Um, you got the call credit spread. I mean, there's a lot. You know what I'm saying? The put credit spread. I may be able to actually put those in if I get lucky. If I get the underlying, then I may be able to do a call credit spread, which are fantastic because it reduces your risk. Let me see. Call credit spread, put credit spread. You could even do the opposites of those. I really haven't been doing the opposites of those real quick. The bull credit spreads. I mean the bull call spread or whatever. The debit call spread and the debit put spread. Really haven't been doing those. But I may in the future if opportunities present themselves. Um, was doing research on this thing called the wheel strategy, essentially selling short puts. And then when you get assigned, you start selling short calls. There's also another strategy. I don't know what it's called, but it's just selling short puts after short puts after short puts after short puts, hoping essentially that one day you'll have the lowest cost basis and then it's just going to shoot up. There's so many different strategies. It is very important to stick to your strategy, but also, um, I used to watch a show called Grey's Anatomy, and I used to love it, man. I don't know, it lasted like 13 seasons. I probably watched like six, and I just loved how it's like, wow, this situation's going on, and um um and they all have to come together and figure it out. There's another medical show, I think it's called House, that used to come on Fox. That I used to watch, and they would go through the same things. Like, okay, we have this guy comes in, blah blah blah, femur, blah blah blah. I don't know anything about the medical industry. And they try to figure it out. That's more so like that's what you'll get from constantly keep trading, even if you're not trading. Research, simulated trades, keep trading. um I remember one time I was listening to one of my children's coaches, and they were talking about soccer, and they're like, look, the more touches y'all get, the better you'll get. You know what I'm saying? So I even started kind of explaining that to my children as well. Like, look, the more touches you get in anything, the more touches you get with your homework, with doing educational stuff after school, practicing your extracurricular, and I kind of use that concept even with trading. Is the more touches I get, the more likely I'm going to get better at this trading stuff. Let me take a look at. Okay. My long position is not exactly going where I want it to go, but it's cool. I'm about to go ahead and lock in a 30-cent loss. Not lock it in as closed out. Hell no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it in with a hedged position. And at least that would just lock in my 30-cent loss. Well, not 30 cents. I'm sorry. 5 pips. I'm down about 5 pips. Um, I'm going to hedge it, lock in the 5 pip loss. Um, so that I can get some rest real quick. I'm gonna doze off just for a few more minutes before we get started. Is there anything else that I want to cover real quick? Looks like Adobe, Apple, Pfizer, Biotechnology, Costco's, and a few more are on the move. Um, Not necessarily saying bullish or bearish. They're just on the move. Pfizer right now up 0.4% pre-market. Apple, what's Apple doing? It rose slightly. in pre-market. Biotechnology, uh, eliminating 12% of its workforce. That's about 75 positions. Damn, that's a small company. What are they doing? Not sure. I'm assuming that's going to be bearish. I'm not sure though. And then we have earnings reports. It looks like today on Costco's, Lenner, and Jabel. Not familiar with those last two companies. I'm gonna keep that in mind. It looks like the Dow is set to reach a record high.
A rally overseas underway over in Europe. Our Germana Bersetchi mentioned earlier that we're seeing the stock 600 hit a new record high. Not showing it right here, but across.
Okay, so you know what? I don't think I'm gonna put in my hedge right yet. I know I said I would, so I could catch a nap. Right now that 9-day is staying above that 20-day, and let me see my VWAP. It's kind of hard to say VWAP and not laugh. It's like I'm trying to be professional, but it's kind of hard. Sometimes it makes me laugh. Oh shit! I should have locked in that 30 cent because then it just took a dive. Now I'm down 15 pips. See, that's why I should have locked it in. Okay. Now I'm wondering if it's even because now I'm gonna lock in like a. Okay, it's at 13 pips. Da 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 da. Okay, now I gotta figure this out. Because I don't know if I want to lock in a 15 pip loss. Now I'm at 13 pips. Now I'm at 12 pips. Okay. All right. Do I want to lock in 12 pip loss? Maybe we could just keep watching it. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is down, but it's consolidating. So on my TTM squeeze, I have this deep red when it's telling me that the sellers are active, and then a nice yellow when it lets me know that the sellers are beginning to ease up. So the yellow lines are creating, and then the yellow lines turn into red dots, and so with the 1 hour chart, the yellow lines are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So right now, it looks like this is just a be patient. It's coming around. On the 15-minute, red lines are developing. Red dots are developing, just consolidating. I should have probably just locked it in around 30 cents. Let's take a quick outlook on the new rate cut.
About his answer. So I want to get your reaction to his response. You asked him if he was comfortable with the market believing of his answer.
Well, I thought it was important for him to have a chance to push back against what's happened in the markets, and he really didn't take the opportunity much to push back against the cuts that have been priced in. And then, so now you see this morning, of course, even more cuts are being priced in. And I think,
this is Nick Timiraos. I believe he's a chief economist correspondent for the Wall Street Journal.
The inputs into the PCE inflation report for November that came out of this week's CPI and PPI, you get 6-month annualized inflation.
So I'm not exactly sure, but I do think that the U.S. dollar is going to have a struggle period. So right now, the USD JPY, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up for a second, is riding support level 1. I mean, it's riding it. I don't know if I've ever seen a consolidation like this. I'm not sure. I mean, literally, it's just riding this support level line. We're right here. It is squeezing. So I'm going to leave that alone. At some point, I got to hedge this. I should have been hedged it. I know as soon as I put in this hedge, it's going to shoot up. I know it. and then I'm gonna lock in a 14 pip loss. And I'm like, man, I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. I think it's best let it consolidate. It could go either way. I don't think it will. The 9-day, let me take a look. The 9-day, and the 9-day is like right above it. The 9-day is right above the 20 moving day. It is below the VWAP right now. It is below the VWAP. Let me see, where's my VWAP? Wait. No. No. This is getting bearish. The VWAP. Let me see. It's above here. I'm on the 1 hour. The VWAP is above the price, indicating bearish. The 20-day is above the 9-day, so indicating bearish. But this is the 1 hour, and I'm probably going to fall asleep for about an hour or two. Nah, I can't even fall asleep for 2 hours. Probably going to fall asleep for 1 hour. Okay. I'm looking at the 30-minute. The VWAP is like right on the price. They're all together. The VWAP, the 9-day exponential moving average, the 20-day. They're like riding each other right now. They're having a throttle right now. These are just my indicators that I have up right now. After that huge loss, I can't see this just dropping just ridiculously some more. I'm gonna go to real quick. Last thing, I'm gonna go to like something crazy like the 180-day, and I just want to see the support levels. Yeah, when this hits support level 1, it usually does bounce back. I mean, support level 2 normally doesn't. So I have like on my my pivot. I use another indicator called a pivot point. That kind of writes out the support levels and resistance levels for me. So there's 3 resistance levels and there's 2 support levels I use, and then there's I believe the pivot point. So I'm looking at the support levels, and it hit support level 1. It's riding support level 1. Normally in technical analysis, when it hits support level 1, it kind of bounces off of it. Right now, it's just kind of riding it out. I do think that if let's see what happens when it hits this pivot point. Looks like there's a pivot point coming up, where I guess normally this is the point it pivots. Let's take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Fibonacci real quick. I just want to see if it's in overbought ever so territory. I'm gonna go to 10-day 30 minutes. Let me see. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right, we're gonna write that out. So if I'm looking at this, is it in sold territory? It looks like it's in neutral. It's in neutral bot territory. It's neutral right now. All right, so we're neutral. This is consolidating. Oh, we're consolidating like hell. My red dots are starting to show up on my on the 30-minute. Let me go to the 1 hour. Red dots are showing up. I don't know if this is necessary to hedge it right now. It's choking. Yeah, we're choking. It may just be time to just go ahead and ride this out. I think I'm just gonna ride this out and wake up in the morning and figure out. And I may be slapping myself saying, "Come on, man! It was in a state of consolidation, and you didn't hedge it. You didn't know which way it was gonna go, you know." But I say, look, people know that the U.S. dollar is going to be diluted for a little while longer, but this could, potentially shoot up the housing market and everything. And once people get into their new homes, that's what they want. They want to get the banking, getting some money moving and whatnot, and then they can raise interest rates again later. That's going to make the USD bet stronger and better. So maybe people are coming to that conclusion, like, yeah, at the time of the news, that was just sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Let Let me see. And then I'm going to get ready to get up out of here for a second. Let me see. My 9-day is moving below the 20-day. This is about to be bearish. No, it's consolidating. Ugh. I'm going to be gangster real quick. And I'm just going to leave my long position. We're going butt naked. We're going butt naked right now. Sometimes you got to make G moves. It dropped some more. It's bearish, man. It's neutral, and I don't want to lock in a $1 loss. Or a 16 pip loss. But I'm not going to be able to nap properly if I don't hedge this real quick. All right, go ahead. Here we go. Hedging. Gonna lock in a 16 pip loss. Goodness gracious. Don't want to do that. Take profit on my hedge position, 100 pips. Stop loss, 50 pips. Just gonna put that in real quick. I don't even know if that's necessary. Just essentially, if the short position, goes up, stop loss out, and then that way my long position can enjoy itself peacefully. So yeah, locked in, 16 pip loss. Going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. And I'll start developing my plays for the U.S. equities in a little bit. You know me, right now I'm in these positions. So easily, I know this is probably a terrible strategy. Took some losses on Paramount and on JetBlue. I'll tell you real quick, I'm sure I said it before. JetBlue, didn't put a hedge position in. Got the underlying. Thought it was like, okay, JetBlue's at like dirt cheap. I should have got Jets, the ETF, but I didn't. I just picked one, and I picked JetBlue because, no offense, their stock is like, it's terrible. It's the lowest I think it's been in 20 years, 10 years. So I said that might be a good opportunity to just acquire, as much JetBlue as I can. Because, people still fly JetBlue, right? Their customer service may not be the best and whatever, but if I'm correct, people still fly JetBlue. And I think they're about to go through this phase where they're about to acquire Spirits. I'm not sure what happened to the Spirits thing. Did Boeing get Spirits, or let me see. Did Boeing buy Spirits Airline from JetBlue? The airlines reached the merger deal in July 2022 after JetBlue won a bidding war with Frontier Airlines. It values Spirit at $33.50, a nearly 200% premium to Spirit's shares, which closed at $11.48 on Tuesday. That was written on November 1st, 2023 by Airline Weekly. But was there... I thought I heard something about Boeing negotiating with JetBlue for Spirit Airline. I have to say, man, these Spirit Airlines, they just look nice. They just look, I don't know, I like the spirit on the side of it. It looks nice. I thought Boeing came in there and got it. Maybe not. So, looks like JetBlue is still working on closing out the deal, possibly and that's one thing with investing, about sentiment that gets on my nerves. So let's just say even with Paramount and Apple come out and say that they're going to do a deal for a streaming service, right? The deal could take another year, 2 years, who knows? And sentiment just ruins that, shoots the market up, shoots the market down, just because people get excited off of some news that may not even take place till 2026. Who knows? So that shit pisses me off, but it's all good. So yeah, took a huge hit on JetBlue. Look, here, let me see the day I got in on JetBlue. The day I got in on JetBlue was July 31st. Has it been that long already? July 31st, 2023. Let me go to the news real quick. Let me go to. Can I go that far? Oh, it won't even let me go that far back. All right. Let me just go to Google real quick. I want to show y'all this. When did JetBlue lose the deal with American Airlines?
According to CNBC, JetBlue said in a securities filing that it informed American on June 29 that it was terminating the partnership because of the judge's ruling. JetBlue said the termination will take effect July 29. JetBlue won the deal to acquire Spirit in July 2022 after a bidding war with low-cost rival Frontier Airlines.
And I wish it would have read the date. Again, let me say this real quick. Hopped into JetBlue. Let me see the date. July 31st, 2023. When did this news come out? This news came out July 5th, 2020. So JetBlue says here that is formed American partnership on July 29th. So I got in after the news. I should have been on top of my shit. I guess I wasn't. I should have been on top of it because I would have had that hedge in. Didn't have the hedge in. Took a tremendous hit. Been trying to fix it since by selling covered calls. So I've been selling covered calls, selling covered calls, and then JetBlue is slowly but surely bringing itself back. Now I'm thinking about getting to a point where I may sell some short puts, increase my positions so I can sell some more contracts. And right now, it's at $5.60. I mean, I could get 100 shares. I think I could afford 100 shares today. Let me see. So that would be about $561. So let me see if I can get some money together to try to get some more shares of JetBlue, just so I can sell more contracts. Because the contracts for JetBlue are some shit. They're like 19 cents, whatever. But if you can sell multiple contracts, then that's where you can kind of make up for, your losses. For the inexpensive prices of the contracts. Paramount, going to be working on that, as well as taking a look at some other ones. So I'm about to go ahead and bounce, get up out of here. Going to try to doze off for a quick hot second and then wake back up and get ready to do some more research. I just want to stop by and say thank you so much to everybody and anybody who decides to take time out of their wonderful day to come kick it with your mans. I appreciate it. I'm Chanman, and this is House of B.A.R.F. Also, real quick, I'm going to make sure I fix my disclosure. Listen, anybody that has eating disorders or anything, or any alcoholism issues or whatever, not trying to, poke at you. I'm not being disrespectful or anything. I'm going to fix my disclosure. I really do care about everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you can't seek help, we got this. Love you, baby. This Chanman, House of B.A.R.F. Blah! Introducing the Listener Support Program, fueling the future and quality of House of B.A.R.F. Dear loyal listeners, at the House of B.A.R.F., we strive to bring you the most engaging, informative, and entertaining content every day into the world of business, accounting, regulation, and finance. We strive to provide you with expert knowledge, practical tips, and thought-provoking discussions to help you excel in your financial endeavors. We are dedicated to fostering meaningful conversations, sharing valuable insights, and creating a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about business, accounting, regulation, and finance. Producing high-quality content requires dedication, resources, and effort from a talented team of me, but in the future, hopefully I'll have a team. That's why we are excited to introduce our Listener Support Program. This initiative allows you, our cherished audience members, to play a pivotal role in shaping the future and the content and assuring House of B.A.R.F's sustainability. In the future, becoming a supporter, you'll be able to enjoy a range of exclusive benefits. Benefits that I'm hoping to be able to bring eventually: early access to episodes, access to episodes that are not, public, that are not accessible to everyone, possibly even create better content. And then all those mistakes I make, maybe I'll put them in a separate episode. You'll be able to get some behind the scenes stuff. and other exclusive things such as merchandise. Possibly I have a children's book coming out, may be able to offer that. Your support goes directly towards enhancing the quality of our content, expanding our reach, our research, and investing in new resources and technology to bring you even better experiences. Your contribution will help us continue to deliver thought-provoking discussions, captivating stories, and insightful I didn't mean to say that. Maybe in the future, may possibly interview someone that will keep you engaged and inspired. Join us in shaping the future of House of B.A.R.F. by becoming a supporter today. Your generosity empowers us to keep our conversations alive and ensures that we can contribute to provide valuable content to audiences around the United States and hopefully in the future of the world. To support us, simply visit podcasters.spotify.com. Then you can get to House of B.A.R.F. Also, it is on Spotify. And support this podcast and become a supporter and choose a membership tier that aligns with your preferences. Every contribution, no matter how small or how big, makes a meaningful impact and is deeply appreciated. Thank you for being an essential part of our journey. With your support, we can reach new heights and create content that truly resonates with you, our incredible listeners. God bless. Happy listening. I'm Chanman. This is House of B.A.R.F. Again, if you would like, you can visit podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/Chan-man7. And you can go to support this podcast and become a supporter today. Thank you. You can also reach me at c287gph@gmail.com. Thank you again. You have a wonderful day. God bless.